Hi, it's day 21 and I'm Ho Chen Tong. I'm on a journey to live build my own ERP system and more apps to come along, and I will share the ups and downs within the journey. And so stay tuned if you want to know more about what's coming up. Now, today we're going to talk about Claude Code and Gemini CLI. So both are fantastic tools. One came earlier, one came, a week ago. Now, Claude Opus is still the go-to model to have the most accurate code generation, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. However, it's not really suited for doing research or reading a large code base, judging by its limited context window. Now, Gemini 2.5 Pro is my go-to model to do what Claude Opus cannot do really well, or if I want speed as my priority. So Claude Code Opus reads the code base a little bit slow, if I may say that. It's kind of slow reading a large code base. And Gemini CLI, Gemini 2.5 Pro reads through the code base really fast. So maybe it has to take 3 to 5 minutes to initializing understanding the code base. Gemini CLI will take in like 30 seconds to 1 minute, and that's a very big difference. So let me show you how I use both simultaneously. Now, obviously, we have Claude Code on the upper hand. These two are the main coding machines. Now, why do I have two terminals opened up? These two, obviously, I will do a full stack, right? So one will be working on the front end and one will be working on the back end. But in this case, I have two approaches for a full stack app. So I have two versions of the app working alongside each other. And why am I doing this? Because I'm not sure which approach of building the full stack ERP system was the way to go. So I figured that obviously I'm not coding. I'm not the one coding. So I just simultaneously developed both stacks, and we'll see which one turned out to be a more powerful application and which one is more suited for my need. Now, only the tech stack and the code. The application inside the tech is different, and most of them are the same. So now, what am I doing with Gemini? I'm using the speed I just told you guys. I'm utilizing the speed to do a technical depth analyzation. So frequently I will double check my code, but instead of just reading through it, spending time reading through it, and for now I have two stacks to read through, right? So I don't have that much time if I want to speed up the development schedule. So I have Gemini to read through the code, so that's make it as a second source of reference. And Gemini is doing really good. Now, Gemini has its own limits, so it tends to want to fix the code even though I'm telling it not to. So I'm gonna have to you have to prompt it and kind of go watch it go through the research, right? So you have to say no when it wants to edit the code. So I've opened up 2 Gemini, one for each code base, obviously. And then I have the Visual Studio Code opened up in another screen so I can observe what is being updated. Now, why not use root code Klein and augment maybe? It's a new one and it's pretty good actually. I've tried it. And so you argue that we can do this in the Visual Studio Code cursor, windsurf, and we can do it in the terminal inside those IDEs. Now, the problem is by opening up the IDE and the terminal, the IDE kind of just populates the memory of my computer, and I don't know why. And having 2 IDE opened up, my base spec M4 Mac Mini just cannot handle that RAM usage, and it will just swap a lot of memories. Now, using it in terminal, like what I'm using right now, is more resource efficient, and opening up the IDE just for the code observation. Obviously, I will do some casual Claude Code coding or updating the code in the IDE, but mainly I don't do that right now anymore. Now, so how am I developing my code? I'm kind of, people are saying vibe coding, and I will be honest, I'm not really vibe coding. I am typing, I am, vibing, but kind of I did it in blind mode. So to speed up everything, I had to just take my chance. Obviously this is my 3rd attempt of building the ERP system, so I have previous experience that I can learn from, I can reference from, I can prompt. I extract the prompt, what's working, what's not. I had the Claude Code to reference what's working, and so it had a very kind of clean start in this 3rd attempt, and everything just went pretty well. And I was just I'm just controlling the tech debt, the directory, the structure, the architecture of each tech stack, and pretty much I was blind, just blind coding, I guess. I did not observe the outcome of the UI or anything. So let me show you what I've got right now. This is one of the here. This is one of the UI that I have. So it is more than, I'm more than satisfied with the result. I mean, I coded blind, and let's go into the details. So the performance is not yet optimized, so it's down the next section. So let's wait for it. All right, we have all the data table out here, so everything is working. Now, just bear with me. I coded this blind. So yeah, there's still some problems with here, but it's kind of working, Now there are some, and these are the component cards. It has most of the information I would like in the inventory management, and we have the there we can add a form, different kind of form. So this is the form builder, and that's pretty much it. That's how far I got in one day. Yeah, in one day I started I prompted yesterday at night, and I started building the basic architecture, and then I had it build out the app today. And the other one, obviously, but I think the other one is there's still some some tweaks that I have to. Okay, the other one has, I have to tweak. There's still some tweaks. It's working, but it's not that. Now bear with me, this is the custom approach. So I build this ground up, the back end and the front end. And for the previous one I've showed you, this was using inventory as the back end, and AI just built the custom front end with the API implemented. And so these two approaches are really different. This is the ground up approach. So it kind of needs more time, but I think the ground up approach is looking pretty good, and I'm pretty excited. This is how I am approaching using the CLI tools right now, and I find it quite useful. So I showed you the proof, right? So I will be running into a lot of trouble, and I will be sharing what not to do. So I know a lot of people are sharing what to do, and those are very valuable. I'm sharing what not to do so you won't run into the same trouble that I have. So this is day 21. Subscribe if you want to know more. Subscribe if you want to know the trouble I run into. And that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.